Correct.
580.
Got it. Okay.
We're live, bitches!
Oh.
Wop.
I'll give a recap.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Okay.
It better be at least 30 seconds long. We didn't do very much last week, so you're going to have to put in some effort.
I got it. Settle down.
Okay.
All right. So we were outside the castle.
Well, let me start the atmospheric music
sorry.
first. Damn. Jesus.
And what castle? Jeez.
Holy Christ. Yeah, I mean,
The castle.
descriptive language here.
We were outside Cragmaw Castle
Ooh.
at the southern door. And I walked up to the door, and after finally figuring out what it meant to pick a lock, we managed to get inside. We sneakily snuck around and heard a bunch of people in the kitchen. Decided to ignore them and keep exploring. We determined that the castle was a Phalorm construction. Apparently, I don't know what that means, but whatever. We managed to find the hobgoblins, and Piero and I stealthily snuck in and slit their throats.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty neat. And then we had a big fight after crashing through the door, which I could have made slightly better, but my timing was off. Crashed through the door into the room, found the drow cert guy, the bugbear who was the king. What's his name, if I remember right? King Grawl. After almost certainly thinking we were going to die, we managed to kill them. And then during the fight, Gundren got up and ran away, and Yunk went outside and subdued him, thinking he was trying to escape. And then after that, we found a bunch of stuff, and now we're all hunkered down trying to figure out what we're going to do next.
Yeah, we found a bunch of stuff under the dude's bed, right?
Correct.
So, like 3 healing potions and some
The map to the map to the cave, a bunch of pieces of silver and I don't remember what the other one was called. Electrum.
Okay,
yeah.
so before I don't think we actually split the silver and electrum from the bed, but before we do that, I want to split the gold I got. Yeah, well, you ask Leuf whether he liked it or not.
I think that was very well done.
Sweet.
So before we split up the silver and electrum that we just found, I want to try and remind myself or get some help remembering how much gold I got for all the quests we finished back in Phandalin and split that too. I've got... How much gold does everyone have right now?
I show 15 gold is all I have.
15. How much, Norland, did you say you had?
50.
50.
I think
wow.
I probably started with more than you guys because I'm all rich. And
Noble.
All right. What about Derek?
Derek, I don't remember where the hell that is. I'm looking.
In the middle bottom of your character sheet, there's the currencies.
It's even colorized.
10.
10. Okay, so I'm going to take 15 as probably the number.
So Grigor started with... I've got your starting numbers, if that helps.
Oh.
Grigor started with 25.
Okay.
Milo started with 15.
I'm not sure where I got.
Piero started with 10. And Derek started with 10. So you would have found gold off of Yimik, off of the chest in Clar's booty room.
I'm only concerned with the Phandalin money. I think we got gold for returning the supplies and negotiating with Supply Man for 4 people worth. And he said it was 5 gold per person, so that was 20. I think
it was 10 gold per person.
Oh, so it was 40.
And you actually swindled him a bit because he thought Sildar was part of the deal.
So I thought it was 5 people.
You got 50 gold total.
Okay, so I need to subtract 40 gold from my total, and everyone else needs to add 10. No. So I got 50 gold, and there's 4 of us. So everyone needs to add 12, and I will subtract 36. Does that sound good?
Sure.
12.
I can do that math. Okay. So then we found silver and electrum. Did you hear that, Drew? Add 12 gold?
Okay. Sorry.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Play accounting with your friend.
Yes.
Get out the spreadsheet.
Oh.
So
my weight
silver and
because
electrum.
of the gold.
It was 220 silver and 160 electrum.
Dang. Do we want to give Yunk his share, or does he even care? He just likes feathers and necks.
And
He
next-
looks very interested while you're counting out all this money.
Oh, okay.
You can let him have some of the silver.
Toss a
Yeah.
coin to your goblin.
Toss a few coins to our goblin. Sure. Okay, so what'd you say, Shale? How much did we get from the bed?
220 silver and 160 electrum.
All right. I'm going to open a calculator.
So is it a-
216.
Are we doing it by 5 or are we doing it by...
216 silver is evenly divisible by 4. So let's each of us take 54 silver and give 4 silver to Yunk.
Okay.
It's 54.
54 silver, yes.
This is some heavy money.
And then how much electrum? 172 or
160.
something? 160.
160.
Oh yeah, that's 40 electrum each. Give Yunk some walking around money.
Yeah.
And then we had the 3 potions of healing.
Yes, I'm voting that the melee combatants should each get 1.
I already popped one into my inventory, so
I don't remember. Is there a quick way to do that, or I just type it in and call it good? I don't remember.
You can just type it in. Otherwise, you can probably search for it in the compendium if you want to try that hard.
Just to make it so I know that it weighs the right amount and blah blah blah. And all that crap.
it weighs 0.5.
Okay.
Drew, your phone.
Okay. Yeah, I just moved it. I just let my dog in. So what was I supposed to add for other stuff?
12 gold and 40 electrum and 54 silver.
54 silver.
54 silver, 40 electrum, 12 gold, and 1 healing potion, which weighs 0.5.
And then we have the map to the Wave Echo Cave.
Yes. I think we should let Derek carry that because
He's a dwarf.
he's a dwarf.
What am I
And you have
carrying?
a leather map case.
Yeah, who's got the leather map case?
I thought you picked it up.
No,
I
I
do
don't
not have it.
think I have it.
I
I'm looking at
thought, what's his face did?
You can have to be more specific.
The guy we rescued.
No, he had
No.
the map. He didn't have. He didn't have.
Oh, who has the map case?
Right.
Yes, leather map case is what we're wondering about.
I have a pouch.
I too have a pouch. I'm
Guys,
not
I made
seeing...
that really fancy loot card, and you didn't give it to anybody.
All right, you know what? Let's get Derek. Why don't you take the leather map case from the journal tab? I didn't know it was something you could take.
I don't know that you can take it. It just somebody should have put it in their inventory. I guess.
So that picture took 800 years to load.
Hey, I had to. Well, I would imagine it took me a long time to draw.
He
My
had to find it
God,
on
yeah.
Dial.
How much does that weigh?
1 pound.
Jesus.
And now you can notate that you have a rolled up map inside it.
Ooh.
The map weighs 5 pounds.
It's made of bear.
A whole
Very
bear.
thick
It's
leather.
just
bear.
it's made of a bear.
Jesus. Okay. Got it. Are we leveling up too? Is that a thing that's happening now?
No, you should be at 580 XP.
Got it. Okay.
Okay,
I'd like to
so-
go through this door.
Accounting done. Yes, let's discuss our approach to the rest of the castle.
Do we care? Or
Do
now
we
that
care?
we get to look
Well-
around, or now that we've are
You have a point. We've been ninja-like and stealthy so far. We got in, we got what we were looking for, and we could potentially get out. Alternatively, we probably also killed what is the boss of this place.
I would assume.
But, you know, it's not safe to leave a bunch of goblins in here, and maybe we want to take Yunk around and parade him around and let him take charge of everything. Maybe we want to find out what they've got imprisoned in that southeast room, and
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to bring it up. I don't, if that's what we decide, I'm not against it. I just want to have the
I
conversation.
think we should at the very least clear it out because
we know
sure
there's
we'll
at
find
least
somebody who
something
wants to clear it out.
There's at least somebody in that kitchen. Well, it's also nighttime, so everybody else is slowly sleeping.
Yeah.
We'd be
Yep,
able
it's
to
nighttime.
slit more throats.
we might have to slit some more throats,
I'm
or we could
okay
just
with.
leave. I mean, we're a little beat up. I know I've used my action surge. I'm at 0, and
Yep.
I'm actually unharmed, but I'm sure not everyone here is.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
I'm actually pretty
Derek
well
heal us up pretty easy?
considering the damage.
Derek heal him up.
Pretty well.
I can't heal anybody up.
Oh.
I don't have any magic.
And we can't take time for a rest here because we're in the middle of enemy territory.
Yeah, I feel like we need to clear it out now or leave, and I think I'd rather clear it out.
Yeah, like I said, I'm okay with that. I just wanted to have the discussion. Obviously, I just wanted to bring up the do we care option.
Yeah, no, it's a valid consideration. So Derek is standing at a door. Is there any sign of anything through that door? Noises or anything?
Oh, hey, didn't we have to bring evidence of killing that bugbear? Should we cut this guy's head off, and are they going to know one bugbear from another?
Does he have anything identifiable on him, or is it just pretty much we're going to need his head?
I'm not a giant bugbear aficionado.
Yeah, I'm asking the DM.
I'd say we take. Well, wonder if we should take evidence of this other guy too, just in case. Say, hey, we killed this guy too.
He's some kind of an Odo.
So Grawl is a old, like, scarred bugbear. Like he's definitely looks like you can tell by looking at him that he's lived a long life and was definitely at the he was at the winning side of a couple of major battles. So if you were to take his head, for example, that would
Drew your phone.
Throw it across the room.
To Drew's question, while Sildar probably does not know what King Grawl looks like, he would recognize this as the head of, like, a very high-ranking bugbear, because that's how bugbear society works.
All right, so I guess we could lop his head off and carry it around with us, but
I'm not carrying it.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. I mean, I can carry it. I'm usually standing at the back. It's not like it's going to hamper me too much.
I'll put it in my pouch.
You do have that pouch. How do we want to use Yunk in the rest of this castle? Do we want to parade him around as the new leader and see if he can schmooze his way into getting us out of some fights?
Well, I think
it's close to bedtime. Like, we kind of don't need him to do that.
Well, if we just want to go around and murder everybody, we might be able to catch people asleep, yeah. But I'm asking if we want to use Yunk in that capacity, or should we ask him to go outside with the bugbear head and our friend Gundren and keep them safe at the edge of the woods while we clean the rest of the castle out? How should we use Yunk?
Maybe we could have him ask about the caged guy. Just go wander into the kitchen and say, "Hey, what's that caged guy about?"
What's in the barred room to the southeast? All right. So first of all, the door by Derek. Derek, have you checked the door at all yet?
No, because I haven't.
He did ask about it, but then
He
we
did ask
talked
about
about
it.
something else.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to open the door and go in.
Ah!
All right, go ahead.
don't
Sure,
know
it's
this
fine.
first.
Nope, he's in.
Just
The door is not locked. It opens with kind of a squeak from the hinge.
And suddenly there's a sound, and Derek's gone.
There's a loud screeching from the hinge, and you can tell that was loud. The whole castle probably heard it. No, that's a joke.
Did you find the bathroom?
There's just an empty. It's just an old bathroom. There's a tub in there.
Cool.
I would like to search the room.
All right, give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm on the wrong thing. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, it was almost
good roll.
a good
Good roll.
number.
There's a tub in there.
A tub?
Definitely a tub.
Great.
It's the bathroom.
It's the bathroom, guys. Also, hey, hold on a sec. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm better.
Cleaning. All right, Piero is gonna shake his head in dismay at Derek and sneak his way down here to the bar door and give it another listen without, lifting the bar, without testing the doorknob, nothing like that. Just want to listen carefully at the door.
So did you say you're moving sneakily?
Yes.
Give me a stealth roll, please. And then a perception check for the door.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Let's see here. So
You can use your daredevil sonar.
You map out the inside of the compartment with your incredible superhuman hearing.
Yeah, you get down near the bottom of the door, you based on the echo location that comes back. But you listen to the door and you hear that there is there's something big inside this room. You hear it's got a large animal-like sounds of it shuffling around, and as it moves, its claws are dragging on the floor.
It sounds like an animal, though, not like a person or humanoid of any kind.
It does not sound like a person.
I have a really fun thought.
What's your thought?
Everybody
open the door and run.
Everybody leaves. I go by the door, unbar it, open it, and run my ass out.
We could do that. We could do that. Everyone hide in the bathroom or even up in the room where you are now and just close the door. Or I could just lift the bar and open the door and then come sprinting up to the room you guys are already all in and then shut the door behind me.
I'm not against that either.
All right, so Piero.
Do we think we can barricade this door well?
Yeah, Piero comes back and tells you what he thinks the plan should be, and what can we do an assessment of the room? Is there a way to barricade that door?
Yeah. There's some furniture. There's the table and some chairs, and
So your plan is to open it, run, and let him just mangle the rest of the castle?
What if he just runs off
much.
and mangles the countryside?
Well, what if it's a
That'll be a quest for later.
What if it's a bear and they just have a bear they've been tormenting for, let's just let it out. Piero's into that. Piero wants to help the poor wildlife out of the castle. It's probably not happy in here.
I mean, as long as we don't think this guy's just going to smell the blood in this room and just come here and try to claw the door down.
Okay, we could hide in a different room. Good point. Or we could hide outside the castle. That's also
I'm going to hide in the bathroom.
Yeah, that was my thought, is just leave. Because then even if the thing leaves the castle, we might see it and see what it is and stuff.
All right, is there enough room for everybody in that little bathroom, Liuv?
Doesn't look like it.
I mean, if we need to stand one person for
I'm
every
small.
5x5 square, then no, but...
Yeah, you can all cram in there. It might. I mean, so the door does open in, so getting the last person in might be a little.
So we put Grigor in
Acrobatic.
last, and then he is the block of the door.
All right, so shuffle everyone in there.
I can do it.
Piero's going to open this door.
I'm going to stand
If
on
it's not-
Derek's shoulders.
I think this door's already open, so Piero's going to open this door. And then
So
he's going to come down here and kick the rocks out from under this door and swing this one open.
Okay.
And then...
So you're opening. You've
Are you
opened
gonna-
those two doors.
Are you gonna run
Yes.
into the
Go
center
for
of the
six.
castle and then come back around to us? Or
Mm,
where
I think he's just
Mm.
going to run straight up. I'm assuming
I
he's
was just
going to
run
this
straight
way
up.
and then this way.
Yeah.
But if you do that, he'll follow you where you go. If you go the other way, you might be able to lose him.
That's true.
Have
I
we
hope
opened
I'm
this
fast-
door?
you know what? I'm
Yeah,
probably
he-
fast enough. I just did.
Okay.
Yeah, but he'll see where you
All right.
went.
So, well, my
you don't
goal,
know how else he's
my,
going to come out.
my goal is to lift the bar, open the door, and take off before it even knows I'm here. Before it even realizes the door has been opened.
That's
So-
kind of what my assumption is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say,
throw a rock
"Come
at
on
it from
out,
like
bear."
20 feet.
You know, I'm not. So my plan is to hopefully be gone. If it sees me fleeing, then sure, I'll go through this door first. I'll go through the middle of the castle and come around the corner to where you guys are.
Okay.
If it still seems like it's chasing me, maybe I'll just run straight out of the castle and never stop running.
Take
I don't
it.
know.
Hey, you know what you should do too?
Good luck.
Okay, actually, this is what you should do. Okay,
Jesus.
grab a rock out of the rubble pile next to you.
Okay.
Okay. Run out through this door. On your way, throw the rock at this door.
Knock
And
knock,
then
bitches.
And then, yeah, do that.
Okay, I will try.
And if you miss, that's fine. If you miss the door, that's fine. But I think
Okay,
you should
so
try.
so to reiterate, the plan is
Because
pick
that'll
up a
make a
rock.
noise for him to run to, and it'll
Yeah.
wake up whatever's in it.
Yep. So to reiterate, the plan is pick up a rock, lift the bar, swing the door open, sprint. Halfway through my move, which will be a double move because I'm going to use my action to move also, I will throw the rock at the door to the west there in the middle of the castle, and then I'll continue my move, and probably turn a couple corners and go to the bathroom with the rest of these guys, but we'll see.
That's what yes.
I'll be.
So you're going to lift the bar and open the door, and then dash and throw a rock at the other door, and just keep running.
And then he's gonna come, and then he's gonna go through the curtain,
Try to get into the
and then the
bathroom
door,
with the rest
and
of
then
the
the
Yeah,
door. and-
if I can get through that curtain there before it necessarily realizes what's going on and sees where it sees me to chase me and so forth, then I could lose it. I can come around the corner and come to you guys. And if it makes it that far, if it does come through this curtain, it'll see the probably the you know what, I should knock down this curtain up here too, the canvas, so that if it comes this far, it'll see the outdoors and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Piero will also do that. Come up here and get.
Oh, he's in the
this
wall!
canvas.
Oh.
Give a strength.
Strength.
It'll,
check.
it'll just determine how long it takes you to get it down.
Longer than that.
You give it a tug, and like half of the shower curtain loops break, but half of them are still up there. So it's kind of half detached. Oh, that takes the rest of it down. So
All right.
that took like 5 minutes. Okay.
So the plan of record is still the plan of record. Shall I begin? What shall I roll?
So we're gonna do a strength roll to lift the bar, then a dexterity roll. It's basically an attack against a ranged attack against that other door once you make the corner. So,
Okay.
do give me a strength roll to lift the bar. That's enough. So you lift the bar, you toss it to the side. You hear the whatever's in that room kind of pauses for a second. It's used to this sound. This is the sound. This is the sound of dinner.
Fuck.
So its attention is on the door.
So the door opens out into this room, I presume.
Hey,
Since
I
it's
got
barred.
I gotta go for a second. I'll be right back.
Correct.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, I'm gonna pull the door open and start sprinting.
Okay. As the door opens, you hear a bestial hoot-like roar.
It's an owlbear.
But you take off running. So
Mhm.
you are able to travel, what is it, 6 squares with a dash?
6 spaces with my first move, and then I'll use a dash to move another 6 spaces. So 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6, and then a dexterity check to throw the rock at the door.
Right. So for that turn, that would be your action.
Oh, you're right.
If
You're
you
right.
do that action, you won't be able to dash.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so I'll do that. I'll spend the action to. Do you want dexterity or athletics or something to throw?
Athletics. Or wait, no. Well, it should have been dexterity.
You're okay. Let's do dexterity because dexterity's better.
Right, well, so you rolled a 6. What's your modifier for dexterity?
3.
Or
So it would be 1 more.
Okay, so you huck the rock and it kind of bounces off the floor in front of the door and then bounces up and hits the door.
Clunk. Okay. So I've used my action. I've used my move. I can't really do anything with a bonus action, so I'm just going to have to hope this thing isn't hot on my tail.
Right, well, let's see here. No, so normally that door opens and the thing gets fed. You surmise. But nobody
It's probably
fed it
waiting
this
for some
time.
meat. Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna it's gonna roll an insight check to see if it understands that the door is open and it could actually leave. Ooh, it rolled a success. Okay, so it moved a little bit, but it's your turn.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get out of my way!
All right, so
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
do an acrobatics check to make sure you can get in the door and close it.
Acrobatics. Oh.
You try to push the door open, and Grigor is kind of in the way. He's actually holding the door shut.
Get out of the way, Ab Master!
With his big abtacular foot.
what?
While you wait panically for the next round, you don't really hear anything.
Okay.
So it's your turn again. You might want to just try a strength roll this time. Well, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak down here and take a look out the door and.
You left all those doors open, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna close this door and.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. So before I close this door, do I see anything? Anything untoward happening out there?
Nope. No.
Okay, so I'll close this door and then we'll just hang out here. Not necessarily try to shove my way into the bathroom yet, but listen for the next few turns and see what we hear.
Okay.
Did everything work? Sorry.
So far, everything's okay, but the imprisoned bear thing has not yet done any violence we're aware of.
Okay. Let's see here. Since you guys can't see it, I'm gonna go ahead and move it to a different layer so I can keep track of it, but you can't. And it's you don't really hear anything. Well, give me a wisdom check, Puro.
Just pure wisdom?
Yeah.
Real bad.
Oh boy, that's real bad. Yeah. Yep. So it's been a while. There's been some time that has passed. But you can't hear anything. You don't hear anything other than the crackling of the fire in the brazier and the breathing of the people in the bathroom.
All right, this is getting pretty awkward, guys, but I think maybe it left. I'm gonna go down here and crack this door and take another look and listen.
Send Milo to sneak out there and
Yeah, sure.
see what's up.
Give me a perception check.
I did click. Why is it not rolling? There we go.
There it goes. Oh, a bunch.
Wow. Tremendous.
Ooh, wow. Getting them out of the way early, hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here comes some more.
I clicked several
Same
times.
roll. So as you peer through that door, out in, make sure I'm on the here. Out in this tower, the remains of this tower here, you see a large lumbering form work its way north. Doesn't seem to be in any real hurry, but it is definitely trying to get out.
Sorry, I was looking at chat. Where did you say it is? Or making its way north?
In the room with the barrels.
Okay.
In the room with the barrel.
Okay. We gonna close this door again.
All right.
And wait another couple turns.
Are the walls... So we're in the bathroom. Are the walls crumbled sufficiently that there's like a hole that we can see out?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just that the big room that the tower that the bathroom is a part of is collapsed.
Okay.
But it was
Gotcha.
like a multi-story tower.
Yep,
and that's
yep.
just the rubble of it.
Gotcha.
All right, background to you.
All right, so I'm going to come up here and see if I can get Milo to come out and do some sneaking. Hey, Milo.
What?
Come here.
Okay.
My rolls are terrible. You want to go take a look?
Sure.
Hey, no metagaming.
All right. Should I... I'm going to sneaky.
Yeah, roll stealth then. 15, okay.
All right. I'm going to listen through the door quick.
Do a perception check.
Ooh.
Wow, you listen real close. You don't hear any animal sounds, but you do hear, kind of way off in the distance, the faint clanking of cookery and pottery and some goblin-type arguments.
Life in the castle simply continues.
Interesting. All right, well, I'm going to go south. I want to peek around the curtain.
All right, perception check.
Oof.
Oh, no!
Oh, jeez, even with your luck. So you can see the brazier is still there. It's still lit. There's still 2 hobgoblin corpses.
Okay.
No, I didn't eat the hobgoblin corpses. That's...
All right, well, did you tell me you saw the thing crawling? You were walking north?
Yeah,
I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go down to the room down here. I'm assuming the door's open.
Door's open. It is
Uh,
dark in there.
all right,
You
well,
can see
I'm...
a little bit from the light of the brazier, but that's without going in, you won't be able to really make anything.
All right, I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to close this door. And then I'm going to light my lantern, come down here, and look in the room.
Oh, okay. Then I need a different tool. All right, so it is the crumbled remains of a tower.
Okay.
There's some kind of old furniture. It's all beat to shit because there was a large animal in there that seems like it was thrashing about at least for a period of time. Give me a perception check. So looking up, you see that this was once a tower. There's a stairway that goes up to a bit of a landing. All that's left of what looks like a big spiraling staircase that went up the interior of this and maybe had some floors in the middle of the tower. All that's left of all that structure is like a few floorboards of at the top of the steps going up to the second floor. And from your vantage point, you can just make out that there's a box up there.
Oh, box. What's in the box?
Right,
What's in the box?
What's in the box? I'm going to go up to the box. I'm gonna climb the stairs.
Okay.
Can I get up? I mean, is it climbable? I mean, there's
Oh, yeah,
enough
yeah,
there I
yeah.
can get there.
Alright.
All right. Well, I'm gonna,
Piero
They're
assumes
kind of
Milo
beat
is
up
dead
because-
now. Where did the owlbear go? That's really my most pressing concern.
all right. Well, all right. Yeah. Screw it. I'm gonna go and get the box. Is it a big box?
It's too big to carry.
Oh, okay. Well, then
It's a
never mind. I'm
chest.
gonna go back. I'm gonna go back.
All right, Piero, what are you doing?
I am just sort of checking to see if I can find an owlbear anywhere, outside maybe.
You can. So you look outside. It's dark out. You can't see real far past the castle. You can, when it's dark, you can make out that there are woods, but you can't really see the woods. You don't know where the creature went.
No evidence of the creature through this curtain, for example.
You give me a nature check.
Nature.
Yeah. So looking closely at the curtain, you see there's an owlbear feather stuck to it. And looking at the ground, as you checked out on the way in, you remember now that there is dust on the ground, and you see some very clear bear tracks going through that area that clearly head north and out the canvas curtain
And do not
door
come
that you
back.
ripped out. They do not come back.
Excellent. I will collect the owlbear feather for our friend Yunk. And I will return to the group so we may decide how to continue. You can come out of the
one
bathroom now.
owlbear feather to your...
Oh yeah, one
Hey.
owlbear feather.
I found a chest.
Hey Yunk. I wave
Yes?
the feather at him.
Where'd
This
you
is your reward for doing such a good job with Gundren. But be sure to be nice to him in the future, okay? Tackling him like that is very rude.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm so good at these. Don't worry, anybody.
Oh, nice.
He snatches the owlbear feather from you and kind of side eyes over at Gundren and starts tying the feather into his hair. Okay.
And now I will remove the owlbear feather from my inventory.
Remove the owlbear feather from your inventory.
All right. So you can come out of the bathroom now, guys.
Yeah.
Where's this treasure chest?
Unless you're busy.
It
Oh,
is.
I finished minutes ago.
It's in the room with the owlbear thing was. There's a big chest. I can't carry it.
Oh,
I'll carry it.
Dwarves are good at carrying things. So is Grigor.
So what's the Yunk and Gundren scenario?
I would say we shouldn't leave those two alone together.
Yeah. Although we did just buy Yunk off with a fancy feather. Maybe he's willing to.
Should we maybe give Gundren a health potion or something so he doesn't die on us?
Gundren's at full health.
He's fine. I healed him up.
Oh, yes. Okay. Cool.
I think we should probably just
cool chest.
tell Yunk his responsibility is to keep Gundren safe until we leave the castle.
I think you can handle that.
Okay. Stay here.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
stay there.
Good job, Yunk. Keep up the good work. All right.
Tribe.
Tribe fist.
Yeah. Okay, so where's this chest and what do I gotta do to do we want to pop it open? Do we want to carry it out of here? Probably pop it open.
Probably pop it open. I don't think we're gonna.
I'm ready to pop it.
So Milo, are you going to tell them where it is, or
Yeah, it's upstairs.
I don't see any stairs.
there are stairs? They go up to about where the second floor would be, but they terminate rather abruptly at a landing with like about half of a landing, and up there is a battered treasure chest. Someone was hiding their stuff up.
Okay, so, I mean, is this? You said it's battered. If I toss it off the stairs, is there a chance it'll just bust open?
Sure.
What do you guys think? I mean, it's kind of shoddy looking.
Milo has lockpicks, so
Is it even locked?
You'd have to
I
try
don't
to
know. I
open
didn't
it.
go up there yet.
I would love to finish in this room as quickly as possible, just in case Mr. Owlbear decides to come back for some weird reason.
that's fair. I'm gonna go up and grab the chest and drag it back down.
Thump, 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 thump.
Rigor
It
has
is
a
now
stealthy
down on the
mindset.
ground floor.
Hey Milo, can you open this?
I can
I'm not
try.
even gonna check to see if it's locked.
Well, yeah, here.
It's not my job.
Can I open it?
Yeah, it's not locked.
Okay, I open the chest.
Okay. In the chest, there is 90 electrum pieces, 120 gold pieces,
Ooh.
Wow.
a
What the
potion of
fuck?
healing, a scroll, and 2 scrolls. One is a scroll of silence.
Do we know that?
Yes.
Yeah, it says right
Sure.
on the label.
There's
Yeah.
a little band on it. It says silence.
Scroll of silence, yeah.
And the other is a scroll of, I don't know how to pronounce it. I would say revivify, but I've heard it said
Revivify.
revivify.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's proper.
Okay.
We should have
That's the
Derek carry
contents.
those.
I'll carry the scrolls.
He's all about the scrolls.
That's the contents of the chest.
I am going to look up scrolls because I think you can only use a scroll if you know or have the spell in your class list or whatever.
Correct. You can only use the scroll if the spell is, well, so that's, it only works if the spell is in your class's spell list. If it's not, you generally can't even read it, and if you try, it fails, and the scroll is burnt up.
Okay.
There's stuff about the level of the spell and your available spell slots. Like, you don't use a spell slot to use the scroll, but you need to have the ability to cast a spell of that level, or else you have to roll a die to see if you actually succeed in reading the words.
All right. So Derek should definitely hold on to those. And Drew, the rules are on page 169 of the basic rules if you want to look them
Gotcha.
up.
Okay, so what were I have revivify and what?
Revivify
Silence.
and silence.
Okay. What do those weigh? Nothing? Got it.
I'm sure they weigh something.
Okay.
They're 6 pounds each. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, they're not.
I'm a pack mule.
I'll take the extra healing potion. I seem to take a majority of the damage.
Yeah, take
Yeah.
it. So,
Okay,
so hold on.
120
Before,
gold.
yeah, so 30 gold
divided
each.
by- Yeah, so 50.
And we should throw like 10 silver at Yunk, and then...
It's electrum. There's no. Was there silver too?
Oh my god.
No, it was just gold and electrum.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, that's so much money. So how it was 90 electrum?
Can a goblin even break an electrum?
Right, so that's 22 electrum each, and an additional one for Milo because he gets a tip for discovering the chest.
Okay.
Sure.
Holy moly. Okay. Wow. Well, good job looking up there with a lantern. Is there anything else in there?
So you look around. There's nothing. They've at one point somebody clearly threw like a bale of straw in here to be bedding for the owlbear, because even though they had captured it and penned it in a room, they apparently cared a little bit about animals. And you see just there's tons of owlbear feathers.
Oh my god. Collect them, put them in your
Yeah, he's
pouch,
gonna lose
save
his
them,
mind.
save them to use as motivation with Yunk over the course of the next few years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Owlbear feathers. Adding it to my equipment.
All right, so you take a couple of minutes and you gather 25 owlbear feathers.
Oh, how much owlbear dung do you get?
There is some of that as well.
I picked the cleanest of the feathers.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
All right, Piero's just keeping his ear on this door just in case.
Oh, give a persuasion check.
Perception?
Perception, that's the word. You can try to
25.
persuade the door if you'd like.
Are the... Oh, okay.
You hear nothing out there. Was that true?
How much do 25 owlbear feathers weigh?
Nothing.
Oh,
Or
good. Thanks.
They're lighter
All
than
right.
Andrew.
So are we gonna try and get Yunk to parade around here like he's king shit? I kind of like that plan. Or are we just leaving, or are we gonna just barge into another room and murder more?
We do have all three
I
options
did
available to us.
hear people in the kitchen are awake. Just so we know.
There's so there could be more of these hobgoblins. It's not necessarily all goblins. It could be hobgoblins. There could be another bugbear somewhere. There could be. We don't know what else is in this castle, so we have options. We can either find out and start murdering things. We can run the fuck away. We've accomplished all our goals. Piero's happy to have freed a bit of wildlife. Or we could do the Yunk option. See how that works. Should we ask Yunk's opinion?
Yeah, let's ask Yunk.
Okay. You're Yunk's friend. You ask him.
Okay. So, Yunk.
Yes. Direct.
What? Yes. Now that we've killed these guys in charge, I think this castle you might be able to pull off parading around as the new leader, as the guy in charge.
How many feathers would you need to pull something like that off?
So Yunk's eyes get really big. Like this thought has not crossed his mind at all. He was just like hoping to survive. He starts slowly nodding. Yes. Yunk lead tribe. Yunk lead Craigmaw.
Okay. So, do you want to go check who's here for you to take over and lead?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Why don't you? We'll all go back and we'll wait in this room. Right? And should we wait in the room and have him go scout?
He just starts moving.
Hold on, Young. Hold up. Young. Yep. Just wait.
Huh?
Okay. Let's figure out where we're gonna be, and then you can come back and tell us how many people are here and what's here.
Do you want us as backup just in case? Or do you think you got this handled?
Well, if he goes and it goes poorly and he comes running back with them all on his ass, where do we want to be?
Good question.
So Young says, "No, you hide."
Okay.
Craigmaw won't believe Young has 4 prisoners.
Should we
should hide in this. We should hide in this room because this room had sleeping hobgoblins in it, and I bet the goblins aren't going to want to come in here if they think the hobgoblins are hanging out.
Okay. Hey, Gundren, you should come down here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No.
Milo, you gonna get in here?
Oh no, not the resize
I
button.
suppose.
Or
He's going to stand on the fire.
You gonna?
My feet cold.
Badass.
Well, it is called Lightfoot.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, yeah. Go figure out how many people are here.
Okay, so just go count or take over. I take over.
Use your discretion.
Okay. There you go.
We believe in you, Yunk.
Hey guys, do you think he's gonna off chance just get everybody together and come back and kill us?
It's a
I
possibility.
got more feathers, and we got more necks.
Okay, I have an idea. Now that he left, let's go into the other room now north of here. I'm gonna go in here. Because if he comes back with a whole bunch of people, they won't know where we are.
Well, so there's probably a good tactical option somewhere we have available to us. Let's look at the map quickly. The round room to the north has an exit.
That's better.
We would
that
not
was
be.
kind of my thought. If
we
it
would
goes
not be-
poorly, we can just
yeah.
run out.
We don't want to be pinned in a closed room. Piero's going to stay
I like
right here
that.
and listen at the curtain.
I enjoy that.
Okay, I'm
Make
gonna.
sure we drag Gundren along. Or,
Gundren,
Oh, yeah,
come on,
of course.
come up here.
And somebody needs to go to the north and make sure there isn't a... You know what? Derek, go to the north and make sure you look out into the dark with your dark vision and make sure there isn't an owlbear on his way back.
Okay. Do I need to roll perception or something?
Yeah, why not?
make sure Gundren's back with us there, Steve.
I look forward to having a terrible roll and seeing nothing.
Or suddenly the...
Oh, I moved the fire.
Jesus Christ, why do you say
Jesus.
shit? He sees the dark. You moved the fire.
Go back there, fire.
He was very persuasive.
You rolled a 5 on your perception check, so you're looking out to see if you see the owlbear.
Yeah, basically.
You don't.
Okay.
Perfect.
For a 5,
No
I
owlbear.
don't imagine I really see anything.
I take that at surface value.
Why wouldn't you? I was very convincing. We ain't found shit.
Okay, so while you're relocating, you saw what you saw was Yunk leave the room that you guys started in, and then he pushed through this curtain, headed south. And that's the last you saw of him. Some time passes. He's gonna do some rolling here.
You don't get charged now, bitches.
Oh, you rolled a 1 on that.
Ooh.
Guessing he doesn't have very good persuasion.
Well, not if he's going to roll a 1.
So 5 minutes pass, you hear nothing. 10 minutes pass, you hear nothing.
Oh, poor Yunk.
It's been 15 minutes.
At what point should we go check on poor Yunk?
20 minutes.
I think we should go check on Yunk.
Yeah.
All right, so Piero heads into the main room here, and
Do I want to check again out here before we walk?
yeah, do it. Better.
You look out there, and you see the owlbear tracks. Kind of you've spotted them now. How they head into the woods and like where the owlbear entered the woods. You don't see an owlbear like sitting there menacingly watching you. There's no trace of the owlbear other than its footprints.
It's actually moved 10 feet to the left, and it's sitting there menacingly watching you.
Oh, a higher roll might have told you that.
Okay.
So Piero pushes through the curtain here and kind of begins to follow where he believes Yunk went. Check through this curtain. If I push it aside, is there anything going on in there?
Give me a perception check. So you pull the curtain aside, and you can see light spilling out of the door from the left, and
Okay.
you hear voice. You hear a single voice, and it seems to be almost giving a speech. It's a very impassioned voice. It's speaking in Goblin, so you don't know what it's saying, but.
I believe that's probably Yunk. I'm going to leave him to his own devices until I hear something go wrong.
All right. Let's see here.
Is Yunk's voice distinctive enough that he should know that that's Yunk versus another goblin?
I don't think Piero would at this point. So like, remember, Piero and Grigor went into town while Derek and Milo hung out and got to know.
So I am gonna come check on Piero and see. Would you hear?
I think Yunk's giving a speech. I'm not sure though. Can you verify whether that's Yunk's voice?
Okay, I'm gonna listen.
Do
I
a
have to
perception roll.
Yeah, great. Great.
You hear basically the same thing, but given the fact that Derek has spent more time with Yunk, you recognize his voice, and as well as you can recognize a goblin's voice, you recognize that Yunk is apparently giving some sort of speech.
Nice.
Okay. Well,
Can I check through this door? Is there anything going on through here?
What are you doing? How do you want to check?
Well, first examine the door. Is there a keyhole I can look through, or any gaps I can just look through, or?
None of these doors on the interior that you've seen so far, including this one, they don't even seem to have locking mechanisms.
Okay, well then I'll just listen for now.
All right, perception check.
Wow.
You don't hear. You put your ear up against the door, and it sounds kind of like the ocean.
Sounds like a door.
And sounds very woody.
All right, nothing going on here, guys.
Another 5 minutes have passed.
maybe
how's Yunk's speech going?
Maybe it's still I'm assuming it's still going, but maybe he's got them all collected in that other room, and we could go through here.
Well, that's kind of what I was listening at the door for.
So while you're hearing that while you're hearing that door be woody, you suddenly hear a loud cheer from the other room, coming from behind the curtain that you were listening at, from the kitchen room, and you hear Yunk, Yunk, Yunk. many voices
Holy
cheering.
shit.
Okay.
Okay, back to the hiding room.
The cheering continues and eventually tapers off. But you still don't see Yunk. You don't hear anything. As the cheering dies down, things are a little louder in the kitchen area now.
We can wait a few minutes to see if Yunk comes back to give us a status update, but I don't know. At some point, we should probably just leave.
Okay, another 5 minutes passes. So it's been about an hour at this point. I'm not doing the math. Hopefully somebody on the stream is. They'll tell me how wrong my counting was.
Okay.
Yunk still hasn't come out, huh?
Well, so Bilo, what are you doing down the curtain there?
I'm peeking through the curtain.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Best roll we've seen around these parts in a while.
So you see Yunk make his way through the curtain and over to the hobgoblin room.
And he's by himself?
Appears to be.
Okay.
We didn't see anybody.
Okay. He went back to the room by himself, guys.
Derek, get in there.
Go and talk to him.
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to go in. Oh, in that other.
No!
Whoa.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Yunk in charge.
All right. So you convince him to follow you.
He's like straightening his hair and like showing off all of his owlbear feathers, like Yunk in charge.
All right,
So,
buddy.
Does that mean we're good? Like, can
Well, how many? So how many did you take control? Are you in charge of?
How many hands?
He starts counting on his fingers and kind of looking up just kind of looking up as he tries to count And he goes across his fingers a few times.
Oh, Jesus. How many fingers does he have?
I don't know the answer to the fingers, but he says 15 goblin.
Fuck.
Okay.
We should leave.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are we?
Well, so what do you want to do here, buddy? Do you want to stay at Cragmaw, or do you want to come with us and go on an adventure?
Yunk's castle.
It's not Cragmaw anymore.
So this is your
Yeah,
this is your tribe
It's
now.
Yunkmaw.
He looks a little forlorn and conflicted.
Tell him you'll come back and visit, Derek. It's really fine.
Give him a couple feathers before you go.
And
All
some
right.
eggs.
Yeah.
Well, we found another couple things for you, so I'm gonna give him 5 of the feathers.
Oh! He's super excited. He says, Yunk lead Cragmaw. But
Yunk pillage
still
many
tribe.
human village.
But Yunk, what?
Yunk still tribe.
All right.
Aw.
Well,
Aw.
then you take care, my friend, and we will come in and visit you another time. Does that sound okay?
Okay, bye.
Well, that was.
You just appears behind the curtain and you hear, Yunk, 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 Yunk.
Let's
That
get the
was-
fuck out of here.
Yeah, we should go. There's 15 goblins here with Yunk in charge, and he knows a lot about us, and I really don't understand where his loyalties are.
Let's
Did
go
we
out
get
the
our
door.
heads?
Yeah, let's.
Let's
Did we
let's
grab
split.
Did we
grab
grab our
the-
heads?
Oh yeah, we need the bugbear head and the drow head,
Yeah.
the shapeshifter drow head.
Okay.
right.
I'll put him
Pierre-
in my sack.
All right.
I'll
I'm sure
have to chop them off.
we would have done this by now. We would not have saved this for now. We've been standing around for an hour.
Yeah, that's true. Okay,
How much
well, I
do
say
the heads weigh?
let's go out. Let's-
Jerry Maguire told me that a human head weighs 8 pounds.
So that's close enough to the drow? Okay.
Sure,
How about-
yeah.
How about the owl bear?
But, well, the
Bugbear.
owl bear is
the bugbear.
it's still out there, so
It's a
Bugbear.
bugbear?
Bugbear.
bugbear, yeah. Let's say 8 pounds each. Why not?
Okay. Great.
All right, let's go out the north door and just work our way back around the castle instead of walking through the whole thing, just in case.
Sure.
Oh God, yes. No, we're going out the north way.
So you're going out the way the bugbear went?
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
Just
So we
walking out, or
well,
you
we-
being
we-
sneaky, or you?
we know the eastern side of the castle is empty because we murdered everyone.
Yeah,
in
so
it.
I'd say we
can
just go out.
we
and
can
just
go around the
skirt
east
right
side
around.
of the castle and then head south.
Are we gonna try and be sneaky?
I guess we should.
I've been sneaky the whole time.
So do I have to roll again, or are we still rolling with the other roll?
Oh yeah, you got to roll again with disadvantage this time.
Ooh.
Hey!
Oh, that sucks. Because you got to roll again. Unless
you
you
have to
took
roll
your
again?
armor off. He's real clangy.
Oh yeah, disadvantage. Roll again.
How the hell do
no.
I do the disadvantage?
Do I need to roll again too?
Just
You can
roll a second
once,
time.
one more time, Drew. But you've got in your character sheet. Oh, there you go.
Oh my God, he got another
about that?
20.
Wow. Yeah.
If you would have just rolled once, you probably would have been able to say, "Hey, I rolled 2 20s," but instead you rolled properly with disadvantage, and now you've got a 9.
Do I
I'll
need
take the
to have
19, that's
disadvantage?
fine. Are you wearing clangy armor?
Yes, I totally am.
Then yes, you do.
All right.
Do I need to roll stealth again?
Ooh.
Wow, that was pretty consistent.
Yeah. It's
There
please.
you
do.
Hey, Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Where did Milo
just?
go?
Right, everybody's looking around like, is Milo with us? He keeps flicking people's nuts.
You underestimate these sneaky.
Halflings are known to do that. Oh, and I'll have Gundren rolls stealth. First, I gotta make a change here. That one. This one. Of course, he doesn't have a stealth button. Okay, he rolled a 12. He's reasonably stealthy with the rest.
All right. Well, let's go. East and then south.
So you're
We're getting the frick out of here, boys.
Out and around. All right.
So, admittedly, what I really wanted to do there was get us an army of goblins.
I thought about it for a minute. At least let them stay here, but if we needed them, just like, we'll let you know.
I feel like we've got that option.
That's probably true.
Yeah. All right, I need to take a nap.
All right, so it is dark. It is like, let's see, gosh, you were in there, you waited nearly kind of close to an hour, I think, waiting for the hobgoblins to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Then an hour or more waiting for Yunk's
impassioned speech, yeah. Probably a good
that
half an
didn't
hour
take
before
all
we
that
felt
long.
safe from the owlbearer.
Yeah. So it's probably nearing 10 o'clock. It's dark and it is late.
Let's find a nice spot in the forest a mile or two away from the castle and then bunk down for a long rest.
All
I'm good
right,
with that.
let's see if I can find the right one to put you guys back onto. We'll go to the world map kind of here. There we go. I'm still going to use Yunk to indicate you guys because I don't feel like choosing someone else right now. I suppose I could pick Gundren, but so as you make your way a mile or so south into the woods, you get to a point where you feel like, this is probably far enough. You can't see the castle anymore. You can't really hear anything other than just the woods. You feel reasonably safe, probably even starting a fire this deep into the woods. Do you start a fire?
Yes.
So you light up a fire. You plan to bed down for a long rest. That means you'll need. Well, what is it? It's a long rest as long as you rest up to 8 hours with no more than 2 hours of interruption. So
Sure, you'll all take a.
you'll each need to take either a 2-hour watch or 2 rounds of 1-hour watches.
I'll just take the first watch. I don't
Sure
need
we
to do
can.
any healing. Well, it's fine.
I think I'm full too. So.
Well, you can take the second watch.
There you go.
I definitely need health, so I will take the last watch.
I need to find my stuff on. You get to a point where you feel like, okay, I know that, and then it's time to talk through it, and you don't remember all the details. But so you're doing a long rest. Everybody's going to get all their hit points back, all their spell slots back. For you casters, now is the time where you can change what spells you have prepared.
Action surge and hit dice, everything should be back to full, right?
Hit dice, you recover half of your max.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Still haven't found the stuff about the rest because I'm using books instead of searching.
Do I have to roll the heal, or do I just...
No, that's a short
Yeah,
rest.
so-
All right, here we go. Long rest. Extended downtime, 8 hours long, during which the character sleeps or performs light activity like reading, talking, eating, or standing watch for no more than 2 hours. If the rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, blah, blah, blah. At the end of a long rest, a character regains all lost hit points, regains half. Character also regains spent hit dice up to a number equal to half of the character's total number of hit dice. Jesus Christ, that's worded poorly. But yeah, half of your max hit dice you get back.
Okay.
All right.
And you cannot take more than one long rest in a 24-hour period.
Interesting.
So you can't take a long rest, go fight a boss, and then go take another one.
All right.
All right, so Piero, you're taking the first watch.
Yes.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and give me just a d20. Roll a d20. Okay. During your watch, it's a nice, quiet night in the woods. You know these woods pretty well. Everything sounds fine. You do notice a rather persistent howling of a wolf. That it's the woods. There are wolves. They howl, but this one kind of catches your notice because it howls a few times. But that's it. Your watch passes.
Does it seem to be
kinda-
one wolf? Or coming from several different locations? Is the wolf moving as it howls multiple times? Are they trying to triangulate or communicate?
You give me a nature check. Okay, so you've spent time in the woods. You can tell. You're pretty good at telling the direction from which a sound comes from, despite all the trees and the way noise bounces around in the woods. This wolf howl is coming from the north. It seems to be only one, from what you can tell, and you're pretty good at identifying. You'd know if there was more than one. I'd say it's part of the amount of time you've spent out in the wilderness. Just one wolf. No triangulation or advanced wolf tactics going on. But enough to kind of catch your ear and kind of, oh, well, that one is up to something.
All right. I will mention it to Milo when I wake him up for his shift. Keep an ear out for wolves.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go pee because it's not my shift anymore and I'm sleeping.
Okay. All right, my shift.
Okay. Same thing. Give me a d20 roll. As you stir the coals and make sure the fire isn't completely out, but now it's low and you want to keep it burning. You don't really hear anything. You're not quite as used to being in the woods, so you're a little on edge and a little uneasy. But you don't hear really anything that catches your attention. You don't hear any wolves howl, like Piero mentioned.
Okay.
Your watch passes rather uneventfully.
All right. I wake up. Who's next?
Me, I guess.
Okay. I tell him I don't hear anything, although Piero heard wolves. But I didn't hear anything. So, have a good watch. Ooh.
15. So, Derek, as you've been woken up by Milo, you kind of sit up against the tree you were laying next to and start listening for this wolf that Milo told you that Piero had heard. You don't hear a wolf, but you do hear something that just runs a chill up your spine. You hear very large, leathery, flapping wings. And as you hear like a woof, woof, and it draws your attention up. And you see a dark, large body of something fly over you. It circles around. Seems to be maybe trying to look for something.
It's a Dracula.
continues toward the northwest.
Okay.
That's the end of your walk.
Okay. So there was some kind of weird bat thing that flew over.
Giant.
And apparently there was a wolf earlier, but I think that's of minor consequence compared to the man bat.
Sure. Sounds good.
You might want to do an intelligence check real quick,
Me?
Derek. Yeah. Maybe I should have had you do that to begin with. Do one of those.
I'm very smart. Oh, I did a save. That was not on
Well,
purpose.
so what's your modifier
Oh,
for
sorry.
intelligence?
0.
Oh, all right. So it's a we'll call it a 15 anyway. Did not look like a man bat. It was much larger than a man. And while it was, the wings were leathery, kind of like a bat. Definitely not bat. More lizard-like.
It's a fucking dragon, yo. Glad it happened on Dark Vision Boys watch.
Okay.
All right, so
was-
Grigor, that makes it your watch. Why don't you go ahead and give a roll?
Just roll a 20.
Yeah, roll D20.
Giver! Roll D20. Hmm.
Oh, wow. I'm real good at watch.
Yeah, you don't see the dragon that Derek claimed he saw, but you do hear the howling of a wolf.
Sure.
Rather persistent wolf now that now that Derek told you that Milo told you that that Piero heard a rather persistent wolf.
Yeah, it's definitely a wolf.
But other than that, your watch passes. The sun starts to come up. The night has passed. You've all successfully gone through a long rest and
Hooray!
regain all your hit points and all your
Cool.
juicy bits and good stuff.
Good morning, guys. I heard a wolf, and I think Derek's crazy.
Are you waking us up with the smell of cooking sausage by chance? Or are you just going to be a bad husband?
I'm going to be a terrible husband and
Oh.
ask Milo to make me breakfast.
I should have had the last watch. I would have cooked.
Yeah, what were we thinking? Ugh.
All right, so the night is over. Sun is coming up. You guys are awake. Grigor is reminding everyone of his noble heritage and how there's no way he's cooking.
Yeah.
All right. Piero's going to saute himself up some vegetables and meat, and if there's any left over, Derek and Milo can have some.
I'll cook some food too.
All right, yeah, you should. Oh yeah, ooh, long rest. So you should all have consumed a ration as well.
Yeah. Okay.
-1 ration, baby.
Let's see if I can do this in a
It's okay. I'm good. I had a ration.
one.
Oof, my weight got a lot lighter. Thank God.
Those rations are heavy.
Hmm. So now I'm back to full health, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So we need to make our way back to the Cragmaw hideout, because that's where we left our oxen and all of the goods we promised Blue
Right.
Lion Shield Lady we would recover for her.
Yeah.
So you guys are now indicated as Gundren on the map.
That's better.
So, as you're eating your breakfast and cleaning up and putting your fire out and like good woodsmen, the thought occurs to, well, why doesn't the group give me a wisdom? Well, insight. Give me an insight roll.
And
20?
That's good, right?
Yeah, probably.
Derek, were you going to roll? Did you roll?
uh,
Well, it doesn't really matter because the thought occurs to Milo. Yunk got you here, and you came to Cragmaw on a path from the north.
Well, that was after traveling north and then east and then south. I mean, I guess my mapping, mental mapping, is probably good enough to realize. That's why I said we should go south. But I mean, if you want me to make a survival roll or something, we can do that.
Well, it's just so you're in the middle of the woods. You did not take a path south. You just kind of pushed into the woods far enough to be unseen.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to decide a direction to go. And if you're going to wander through the woods, we may need to do some rolls to see if you go the direction you want to go.
Okay. I think we should go south because Piero's instincts are telling him we're close to the southern edge of the forest. But we should make some rolls.
I believe that. You know the forest. That would be sufficient.
What kind of a roll would you like?
Go ahead and give me a nature roll.
Not survival?
Yeah, or either or.
Nature's
Why
good.
not? How about both? Let's do both.
All right. Well, my survival is a +3, so you can either add 3 to the nature roll or whatever.
So yeah, I mean, you definitely have enough history in the woods. You've had to keep track of your own location, and like you can see where the sun is, so you can identify roughly where you are. You did leave Cragmaw Castle heading south on purpose, so you are able to work your way south, and eventually, sure enough, you push through the tree line out into this marshland that doesn't seem to have any kind of name, and it's kind of lightly rolling hills, so you can't exactly see. Hey, look, there's Phandalin. But you've got a pretty good feel for you're south of Cragmaw Castle and somewhere east of Cragmaw Hideout.
So my plan was just to head south until we hit Tribord Trail, because we know it goes east-west, and then head back west toward Cragmaw Hideout.
Okay, well, so you continue heading south. You make your way, eventually it takes a little bit longer than you would have guessed, but sure enough, you find the Tribord Trail. You don't recognize this segment of it, so you presume that you are east of the fork to Phandalin. So you start heading west. Each of these hexes is 5 miles.
Well, we've made the trek to Cragmaw before, a couple times now. At this point, I'm tempted to suggest that Derek take Gundren south to Phandalin just by foot, but it would probably be just as much effort to... Gundren might be getting tired of hiking through the woods and so forth, so what do you guys think?
Yeah, I think we should grab the wagon and...
Alright. So head to the wagon and unload all the shit in the hideout, and then Gundren can ride comfortably as we head back to Phandalin as a group.
Yeah, he can relax in the wagon while we're loading it. He doesn't necessarily need to help.
Okay.
Okay, so and like you said, you've now traveled this trail a couple of times, so you recognize it. You get back to the same location where you were ambushed by those goblins 2 days ago, I think, in game time. You easily find the trail back. You remember that there's a pit trap, and you work your way around it. And then, where's the right map? Go. You find yourself back at this place. where I can
Oh,
hopefully
listen,
put Gundren. Yeah.
I saw the ghost of Yunk here.
Shh, no, you didn't. Okay, so you're back at Cragmaw Hideout. You take some time to. Well, it's not like it's difficult or anything, but you walk up as you're walking back up. You're like, I could have sworn it was here. And then you remember that Piero did a really good job of hiding the entrance, but you can still see the stream flowing out. So you easily find your way back in.
I knew it was
What
there
would you
all
like to
along.
do?
What time is it? It was early morning, but we've done quite a bit of traveling already today.
You have done quite a bit of traveling, and I was going to try and look that up. We need to find travel speed, because...
I think like 20 miles or something is what we've done today. So that's probably the maximum.
Movement. Travel pace. Says if you're traveling at normal speed, you can do 24 miles per day. If you're moving fast and not really paying attention to whether you're about to get ambushed or not, you can do 30 miles. And if I go back to the map, that one. According to the map, this would be about 30 miles. So you're getting to the end of the day already.
Yeah, we spent a good chunk of that time on the Tribor Trail. So hopefully that means
I'd say if you're quick about this, you could probably get everything loaded up and back to Phandalin before nightfall.
Ooh, wow, okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Strength rolls, load the cart.
I need to get back to where you guys are. There we go. Okay. So you've got oxen in the cave. They survived and seem to be kind of nonplussed about the whole situation. They ate through a good amount of the greenery that Derek threw in there, so that was probably a good move.
Good job.
Yay.
So start loading up the wagon.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not helping.
Piero looks confused. He's over by a kind of a small box, and he's just looking at it like he just can't get purchase. You know.
What? Wait. Okay.
Wow, Grigor is just very uncharacteristically just throwing crates onto the cart.
I'm just throwing the rolls of paper towels.
We'll say each of these, each round of rolls takes about 10 minutes, and once each person rolls above say a 15,
Oh, Christ.
we'll be done.
So I'm done.
I'm not.
This could take forever.
That's 0.
3. Hey, 4 rolls.
Oh, look at that.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls. 5 rolls for Milo.
There we
Hey.
Hey, and Derek
standing
rolled
right.
it in 3, so it took a little over an hour to load up the cart. We're also gonna have to do some animal handling to get the oxen back over and hooked up to the cart, because now they like their little river home. But Piero, you grab a hunk of the grass that they've been munching on the whole time and kind of waggle it in front of their face, and
Come on, boys.
they move out pretty easily compared to last time, and
Well, they're going
do
with the
some
flow of water this time.
sidling. Yeah, it's a lot easier now, and I am not going to deal with getting the graphics hooked back up. But But so it's I don't know what time I said earlier, if I said a time, but it's starting to, the sun is starting to come down in the sky. It's not dusk yet. You've made this trip a few times now. But you could probably still make Phandalin if you hurry.
And we've just recently rested. Yeah, we did a long hike and carried a bunch of shit, but we've slept fairly recently. So I say we just go for it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. So you've got all the supplies in the wagon. You've got the oxen hooked back up to the wagon. Are you doing anything with any of the cave or anything?
I think we cleared the cave out already, pretty much. We during the search for feathers.
It'll take time to go look around now.
Okay. You did. I don't know if you're gonna try to hide the entrance again or anything.
Oh, nah.
Okay. So then we'll say the next amount of time is really getting back to the Tribord Trail. But again, once you get to it, the oxen, which also know this route pretty well by now, take you pretty quickly down Phandalin Way. And just as it's getting dark, it's getting kind of hard to steer down the main thoroughfare. Well, main thoroughfare. It's a rutted track. So luckily there's ruts and the wheels just kind of stay in there, and when you're getting off track. You find yourselves pulling back into Phandalin.
Hooray!
Hooray.
Well, and,
See Phandalin this time.
it's the side quest town, full of side quests.
Let's see here. None of you are on this map. I'm not going to bother with that. So, you pull into town, as you recall. Piero and Grigor, you recall that Barthen's Provisions is where you picked up this wagon. However,
we're going to need to drop the provisions off first.
Lion Shield Coster is down to the south here. The big blue building. I hope you can see where I'm pinging.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Stonehill Inn, which is where you guys spent the night while your party was in the fields with a goblin. And then the Townmaster's Hall, you also remember, where you left Sildar.
There's a bunch more to see in this town, but probably we would just want to drop off all the stuff here and have a conversation with her, and then take the oxen back to Barthen's, and then hole up for the night in the inn.
All right, so while you make your way through the town, it is late now. It is getting dark. It's later than the last time you arrived in town. So while last time you saw people kind of heading into their homes and mothers calling their children in, everybody's already in. So as you walk through town, there's not a whole lot of hustle and bustle. As you move past Barthen's, you see that it looks like there's a candle still lit inside. As you go past the hill, the Stonehill Inn, there's a lot of noise and commotion coming from in there. It sounds like a lively tavern. Piero and Grigor, I assume you're kind of pointing stuff out to Derek and Milo as you walk through the town.
Appreciate it. I have no idea what any of this stuff is.
This is
Milo,
where Grigor stepped on poop.
Milo, as you walk past the town square, you notice that there is a shrine of luck. That this is, you notice it because you're a Lightfoot halfling, and this is a shrine to make sure I get the name right. You can tell just by walking past it. It's to Timora, the goddess of luck and good fortune. But it's not like a large structure or temple. It's just a semicircle of stacked stones with a statue in the middle. But you guys travel on by to Lion Shield Coster. It looks pretty dark in there.
So out of curiosity, where do we have to bring these heads? Because They're starting to soak through the bags, and it's a problem.
Well, I think it was either Harbin Wester, the townmaster, or Sildar who asked us for a bugbear head. I can't recall which. Maybe it was. I think it was Sildar. As my notes say. Yeah. Harbin wants us to go east on Tribor and look for orcs in Wyvern Tor. Sildar was the one who wanted us to kill King Grawl.
Yes. Sildar wanted you to find Craigmaw Castle and defeat or drive off the tribe's chieftain.
Done and done. So, okay, so we passed Barthen's. Did that place look dark too? Is everything closed?
No, Barthen's had, it looked like there was a single candle burning. It was dim, but you could see light flickering in the window. Lion Shield Coster, you do not see that light flicker.
Well, we need to find Lenine so we can give her the goods, because I don't want to carry everything from Barthen's down here.
Right. And I don't think he'd mind having the ox another night.
Yeah. I mean, it's... Given the political situation in this town with the red dudes, the red cloaks or whatever they're called,
yeah.
I'm a little worried that if we just try to park somewhere with a bunch of valuable goods in the wagon, they'll come and hassle us or something. I don't... Maybe we can figure out where Lenine lives and go knock on her door? Could we ask at the inn where Lenine lives?
Are you asking if is that what you want to do?
I think yes. I would like to go to the inn and see if the bartender or anyone in the common room can tell me where to find Lenine at this time of night.
Okay. So you make your way back up. Is it just you, or is everybody going? You bringing the wagon? What's happening?
I'd say leave the wagon and at least one person to watch it down.
I'll stay with the wagon
at the Coster.
I'll stick with the wagon.
Okay, so Piero, Grigor, and Derek, and Gundren head up to Stonehill Inn while Milo places his intimidating presence on top of a wagon full of supplies. And as Piero leads the way into Stonehill Inn, you walk in and you see the bartender, the owner of the joint, whose name is Harbin Wester. No, that's the town master. Damn. I wasn't expecting you guys to be back in town so soon. Toblin Stonehill. He's behind the bar. He sees you, and like a look of recognition crosses his face, and he kind of waves. Like he just lifts the hand to wave to both Piero and Grigor as he comes in, and then he sees another dwarf come in behind him. And he kind of, a look of surprise and excitement really displays on his face as he sees Gundren, whom the town hasn't seen in a while, but who has stayed in the town, had been in the town for quite a bit before. Go ahead and give me, anybody who wants to give me a perception check. As you look around the bar,
I win at perception.
Piero and Grigor and Derek doesn't know it, but all three of you see Lenine sitting at the bar.
Sweet.
I approach Lenine and say, "Hello, Lenine. We have returned."
Oh, hello! Look at you back. It's pretty late, but you seem to be in one piece.
Business waits for no man nor woman. We have...
Well, that's true.
We have all of your goods stacked up outside the Coster if you'd like to come back and deal with it tonight.
Oh, you do? Oh, well, sure. Let's go take a look. We certainly can't leave that outside all night. So she pops up off of her bar stool, she slaps a few coins on the bar, and heads for the door.
Is there anyone else in the common room that we noticed when we walked in I mean, we're going to leave, but, just in case. Because we need to... Okay.
Just you see some of the same town folk that you saw last time, and some of the people you talked to last time.
I'd like to leave Derek and Gundren here to pick up a few rooms, and you can send Derek, Gundren upstairs rather, to maybe start resting up, because the poor guy's had it.
Sure.
You into
Sounds
that,
good to
Drew?
me.
You want to buy us some rooms?
Yep, got it.
Okay. All right. Well.
All right.
back to the coaster
So
then.
Derek and Gundren walk up to the bar as you guys head out and following Lenine, kind of hurrying to catch up because she's moving. She's excited, you know. She's wants to see what you actually brought her, and she kind of wants to get back to drinking. So she strides down to the coaster, and as she gets near the wagon, she goes, "Hey, you! Get off those! Those are mine."
He's with us. He's with us. That's Milo.
What? Oh, you left a halfling just watching my stuff?
He's trustworthy.
Hey, I'm
Oh,
very
she's
stabby.
racist.
So she kind of it's dark, but there's torches, and she just kind of looks around at the wagon, and she's like, "Well, this. I mean, it's certainly not all here, but this is more than we had yesterday. What was our agreement?"
Well, when all you were getting was a map, you were offering 40 gold.
Yes.
I don't think we had a deal for actually retrieving the goods because you were subsidizing the rental of the oxen and the cart. But if you feel out of the goodness of your heart that we deserve maybe that 40 gold, I wouldn't disagree.
I'll tell you what. Let me get this inside and do an inventory. You come back in the morning, and we'll settle up.
Sounds good to me. And we can
Okay,
take the oxen back to Bartham.
She said, "Oh no, I'll take care of that." She unlocks the door and she goes in. You hear her hollering some names. Seems like maybe the help sleep in the store. And a couple of very kind of groggy looking individuals come out and they look at you kind of pissed off, and they start dragging shit off of the wagon, like throwing it around a little bit. And she comes out. She goes, "Oh, chef, you don't have to. Off you go. We'll take care of this. I'll see you in the morning."
All right, Lenine. We'll see you in the morning. Back to the inn, I guess. We can see Sildar and the townsmaster in the morning, maybe, to settle up there too.
Yeah, you have the different. I mean, it's getting dark, and all of the businesses seem to be closed. The town master is probably not going to be there if you were to go to the hall. So you head back to the Stonehill Inn. Derek and Gundren have sidled up to the bar, and they're talking to Toblin. Toblin introduces himself. "Hey, hello, Gundren. It's so good to see you. Who's your friend?" And Gundren says, "This is Derek, and I'm tired, so I'm not going to talk to you much. Because I'm not going to sit here and have a conversation with myself."
Maybe Derek would say something. Or maybe not.
maybe he's
Maybe passed out.
already.
Derek is busy.
He's close. Sorry.
So Derek's kind of looking around. He's inspecting the stonework because dwarves do that kind of thing.
Yes. It seems lovely.
He's distracted by the barmaid skipping by.
She just
Another
wants
round
to
of
talk
beers.
about cider.
So,
Wait, did we
Toblin's
find Sildren?
Who?
Sildir? No.
Sildir.
Sildar,
No,
no,
yeah.
Sildar is not in the tavern of the inn anyway.
We'd have to
Okay.
go to the guild hall, but it's late, so we should probably sleep.
God, I'm gonna have these damn heads with me another night.
Just cuddle
You-
him, cuddle up to him in your bed.
Just hang him out the window or something.
Oh, don't do that.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Someone will steal him.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like
This is a
advertising
bad
you're a
town.
murderer.
So while Toblin and Gundren are catching up, Derek, you hear Toblin say, "So Gundren, your usual room?" And Gundren says, "Yes, and I need a room." And he turns to you and he says, "Thank you for saving me. I will see you in the morning." He goes up he disappears up the stairs.
Okay, Dolan, we need 4 more rooms too.
Oh, how many
4
rooms does
more.
this guy have?
6.
Perfect.
I have 4 left. That's perfect.
Perfect.
Awesome.
He says, "All right, they are." I don't remember how much they were last time. Were
1
they-
silver.
Were they 5 silver or were they 8 silver? I don't remember what
I
what
don't
level
know.
of
Either one is probably fine.
lodging
I don't know. I slept in the dirt last time we were around here.
That's
I
true.
believe I paid extra for the honeymoon suite.
I recall that was
Fuck.
true, yes.
We'll say they're 5 silver each, so that's if you want 4 rooms, it's going to be 20 silver.
20
Oh,
silver. Okay. A silver piece buys a night's rest in a poor inn.
This
Oh,
is
here we
not
go.
a poor inn.
Yeah, squalid would be 7 copper. Could we maybe hold out and find a squalid inn?
If you'd like
apparently
to.
this place is pretty nice for 5.
It's modest. Five
Okay.
5 silver pieces is modest.
We just found a whole shitload of gold. I'll pay.
It gets you
whatever.
dinner, it gets you breakfast,
It's
you can
fine.
have
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. All
you
right.
get
I've
2 of
already
these
paid.
tokens for gold. It's got
Fine,
a little
fine.
coin with a little stone hill on it.
I'll subtract 5
Pile of
silver
stone.
from my massive pile of currency.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I had
okay.
already paid, so are we,
Oh, all
are
right,
we
never
doing
mind.
that?
I'm keeping my 5 silver.
Yeah, do it. It's fine. I got this.
Thanks, Derek.
My treat.
Oh,
You guys helped me
Wow.
rescue my cousin. Let's have a beer and celebrate.
agreed.
Thank you.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'm full of them.
Beer.
All right, so y'all sidle up to the bar. You order an ale from Toblin. He happily obliges, takes your wooden drink token that you get for staying at the inn, and asks you, "So, you're back in town. How'd your little excursion go? You found Gundren. That's great. Where was he at?"
Well, there's an
I
old
don't know
keep.
this guy.
There's an old keep up in the woods that the goblins have taken over. It looks like how old is it, Derek? Who made it?
Oh, it's very old, but humans made it. So it's
Overgrown.
all right.
Overgrown and crumbling, but it's a suitable home for goblins, I guess.
Where was this?
North.
They called
in
it Craigmar.
Cragmaw.
Come on.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's up in the southern end of the of Neverwinter Wood.
Oh
Phandalin
my God!
construction.
There's Neverwinter Wood. There's so many mysteries up in there. Part of the reason that I started this inn was because I got sick of running into shit out there.
Okay.
You run into less shit here, I guess, or
Well, yeah. Well, you don't have to fight for your life all that often when you're just giving people ale. They seem to be in a good mood when they get into town and they find a place to sleep and a hot meal for their belly and a little bit of ale.
speaking
their
of running
sorrow.
into shit, I swear to God, there was a dragon last night, right, Derek? Was there a dragon? Was that you? Yeah.
Yeah. There was a dragon.
Pretty sure there was a dragon.
A
It
dragon.
was a wolf.
A dragon.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, not here. It was south of Craigmar.
Well, friend, what's your name?
Derek.
Derek, nice to meet you. I'm Toblin, by the way.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
I
His
thought
friends
you
call
should
him
know
Toblerone.
my name before I said, "You must be crazy, friend," because I think if there was a dragon around here, I think we would know about it.
Well,
It might
It
have
was
been a
pretty late.
Dracula.
It was pretty late, but it was flying low.
Well, we should maybe. Well, we'll keep an eye out. He does not believe. You can tell. We'll keep an eye out. Thanks for the heads up.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's not buying it. He doesn't believe you.
Fine.
All right, so we retire to our rooms at some point and get up in the morning to deal with all the rest of this.
All right, sounds good. Anybody have anything they want to do in the night? I mean, it would be another long rest. Not that it really is. Not that many of you need the benefits of it, but
no, I did forget to reset my spell points. Were we supposed to level up?
No.
Nope.
Okay,
Still
sorry.
no. Yep.
We still don't have enough XP.
Right.
We should have killed all them goblins and kept Yunk.
Yeah, all 15 of them.
It's fine.
Hey, look, they were dealt with. It was handled. Yunk's got it under control.
Yeah.
I'm sure you won't come to regret that decision.
Of course not.
So the morning comes round. You make your way down into the inn. Toblin is serving a nice breakfast stew that Bureau and Grigor you remember from last time.
Oh,
I'll
yes,
have
it
2
was
helpings.
Oh,
very stew-like.
the same old last night's stew from before. Might even be the same, like literally the same.
The longer you keep a stew going, the better it gets.
That's right. There's no arguing that. So you have your breakfast. Nothing of any particular interest happens while you're eating.
Milo, I saw you eyeballing that shrine last night. You want to go take a look?
Sure.
I think we should look at the shrine.
All right. Yeah, let's go. It's always good to look at go to the luck shrines.
I'll roll a die to the luck gods.
All right, as you so you head out of the Stonehill Inn, and right there in the kind of off to one side of the town square is a shrine, and as you approach, you see that there is a woman who seems to, she's kind of busying herself about within the shrine. She's knocking off all the loose leaves and things that have accumulated over the night. And as you approach, she says, "Oh, hello. My name is Sister Garail. How can I help you today?"
My friend here wants some luck.
Well, you're in the right place. This is our town's shrine of luck to the goddess Timora. If you'd like to, you can sit a while and in quiet contemplation and prayer, and hopefully Timora will look well on you and provide some luck.
Is it is the town bustling at this point, or is it still kind of early dawn hours?
It's still kind of early dawn. You guys were up with the sun. So she's Sister Garail is clearly an early riser, but not a whole lot of people are out and about yet. Some early birds are heading into the inn to get breakfast.
All right. Well, I mean, we got to go talk to Sildar and the townsmaster, but they might not be there yet. I say we meditate for a little while. What do you think?
Yeah,
sure.
All right.
I flip a copper into the shrine or into the.
Good call.
Whatever little.
I up the stakes and flip a silver piece.
Yeah, me too. I don't have any. I don't want to ask for change.
Can anyone break a silver piece? I want to flip a copper.
So Sister Grail just kind of she's well practiced as a caretaker of the shrine, and she just kind of disappears off to the side and doesn't disappear, but she moves off to the side to give you all some time to be quiet, to have your meditation, your quiet contemplation. While you were doing that, she's kind of studying you, and she's looking at the group and sees some, that you're somewhat battle worn, and she waits for you to complete your prayers, and as you're standing back up or whatever, recovering from your prayer position, whatever the hell that might be, she says,
I get up from where I was lying prone with my ass cheeks spread open.
She retrieves the handkerchief that she had put over your cheeks, and she says, "Are you perchance a party of adventurers?"
Well, they are. I'm just a terrible woodsman.
Oh.
He's with us, though.
She very pointedly turns away from you and towards
Definitely isn't
Grigor,
terrible.
Derek, and Milo.
My middle name is Adventure.
Grigor Adventure Kulinov.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, would you be interested in going on a bit of a quest for me?"
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We love quests.
She says that I work with an organization. We call ourselves the Harpers, and we try to make sure that everything. While we believe in Timora and the goddess of luck, luck really only comes into play if it's an even playing field. So we look to. We look for the abuse of power or the oppression of the weak, and we try to eliminate that. In order to assist us in our mission, we are trying to find a spell book. This spell book belonged to a mage who was called Bowgentle. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's legendary.
Have any of us heard? First of all, what was her name? Sorry.
Garael, Sister Garael.
Sister Garael. Have any of us heard of the Harpers?
Anybody who's there who wants to try could do a history check.
Sure.
I have not heard of the Harpers.
Milo sure has.
Milo and Grigor have both. They've heard the name. It's definitely a group. It's rather secretive. It's actually kind of jarring that Sister Grail is just kind of openly telling strangers that she's a member of the Harpers. You've not come across that before. But it is definitely an organization. It's somewhat secretive. It seems to be always around, shrines and temples to Timora as well.
Interesting. So where is this spell book, do you think?
So that's the thing. We don't know. We're trying to find any information we can. We don't know where it is, but we've gotten some information that, there's someone we're told to talk to try to find the location of the spell book. It's kind of, I went to that location the other day, and I could not find the entity that I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Is it a dragon?
no,
Okay.
no, it's not a dragon. Her
Is it an owlbear?
her name? No, no.
Where did you go?
Well, her name is Agatha,
Agatha?
and they say that she's a banshee.
Agatha the Banshee. And where did you try to talk to Agatha?
I'm trying to read and find out. I feel like it should tell me if you know where it is.
Agatha the Banshee.
Oh,
wants
yes.
us to-
So Agatha, her house is in Coneyberry.
Ponyberry?
Coneyberry with a C.
Okay. Coneyberry.
Cow. Not pony.
Okay. So talk to Agatha the Banshee at her house in Coneyberry to find out where
Yes.
Bogentle's spellbook is so we can give it to Sister Gorail the Harper to counter negative market forces.
I suppose that's about it, yeah.
Holy shit.
What you should know, what we were told, is that banshees, they won't talk to you unless you compliment them. If you can play on their vanity, but otherwise they might just attack you. When I went, I took this comb that we were given, and I got there, and I got to the house that I think was hers, and I stayed there for a full day asking for her and telling her she was beautiful, but she never appeared.
Huh.
Would you be willing to take this comb? And she's holding out a very nice jeweled silver hair comb.
Yeah, I'll hold on to that for you.
And you might be able to barter it with her for the location of Bogentle's spellbook.
I'll tuck it between these two rows of abs here. Watch.
Yeah. No one will
So-
oversee it.
Grigor, add 1 jeweled silver comb to your inventory.
How much does it weigh?
1 pound.
4 ounces.
Fuck.
Now I have to do math.
96 grams. No.
I got it.
If you're able to bring me the location, Agatha's answer on the location to Bogentle's spellbook, I can't offer much. This is, most of our belief is based around luck, but I can offer you these, and she holds out 3 potions of healing.
Ooh.
I drink those like candy, so that sounds good to me.
I'll hold them aside for you, and when you come back, hopefully you won't need them, but I'll be happy to hand them over.
I mean, this
Sounds
guy
good.
just died in our last fight, so yeah, he
What?
Yeah, I got better.
Well, that sounds pretty lucky.
Hey! All right.
All right.
Well, it's pretty late.
It is 10:05.
Yeah.
So we didn't actually talk to Lenine or Harbin yet, but I guess we can handle that next time.
Yeah.
Or Sildar,
Derek
for that
is
matter.
standing kind of awkwardly in the back with a bag full of heads.
Yes, we should help alleviate him of his head problem.
I really don't like this.
You could be the head guy.
Okay, well, so that'll be it for this week. We're not going to be doing D&D next week. I might be online, but I will certainly not be prepared.
Okay.
So we'll figure out. I think the next week we are going to play, though. So.
All right, cool. Well, good night, YouTube.
Night.